So in this session we will describe the various gross anatomical features of the kidney. Now we all know kidney is an organ situated in the posterior abdominal wall behind the peritoneum. These are 2 in number, hence right and left kidneys. The dimensions: length 11 centimeters, breadth about 6 centimeters, and thickness about 3 centimeters. Weight: in male it weighs about 150 grams, females 135 grams. Coming to the features, it has got an upper pole, a lower pole, an anterior surface, a posterior surface, a lateral border, and a medial border. While holding it in the anatomical position, the long axis is directed downwards and laterally. So the upper pole will be directed upwards and medially, and lower pole downwards and laterally. The transverse axis is directed backwards and laterally. So hilum looks not only medially but also forwards. This is due to the convex surface of the psoas major and sloping paravertebral gutters on which the kidney lies. Now, how do you determine the site? The anterior surface is identified by the following features. It is more convex than the posterior surface. Relation of the structures at hilum from anterior to posterior are the renal vein, artery, and pelvis of the ureter. Once again I am repeating, from anterior to posterior these are renal vein, renal artery, and pelvis of the ureter. Sometimes a branch of renal artery may go in front of the vein or behind the ureter. Sometimes a branch of the renal artery may go in front of the vein or behind the ureter. In this case it is going in front of the vein. The next point is anterior lip of the hilum is less projecting than the posterior lip. Okay. The upper pole is known by the following features. It is more round than the lower pole. Its distance from the upper pole to the hilum is more than the distance from lower pole to the hilum. Ureter in normal position touches the lower pole, and it must have a free fall when held in the anatomical position, and medial border is known by the presence of the hilum. Okay. After that, we will shift our discussion to the position of the kidneys in the body. The position in relation to the areas of the abdomen. We will now describe the various visceral relations of the kidneys. First, we will describe the visceral relations of the anterior surface. First, the peritoneal areas. For the right kidney, there is a hepatic area and a jejunal area covered by peritoneum of the greater sac. For the left kidney, we have the splenic area and the jejunal area covered by peritoneum of greater sac, and we have a gastric area covered by peritoneum of the lesser sac. Coming to the non-peritoneal areas on the anterior surface, for the right kidney we have right suprarenal gland on a narrow area at the upper pole encroaching on the surface. Second part of the duodenum on a narrow curved area around the hilum. Right colic flexure on lateral part of the lower third of the anterior surface. For the left kidney we have left suprarenal gland at the upper pole and medial border extending up to the hilum. It also encroaches on the anterior surface. Body of the pancreas with splenic vessels at the middle of the surface. Left colic flexure along the lateral border of lower 2/3 of the surface. Here lies also the descending colon. Now we will describe the visceral relations on the posterior surface. The posterior surface is non-peritoneal. Okay? Behind the upper part of the kidney lies the transverse process of the L1 vertebra, lateral and medial arcuate ligaments with the diaphragm arising from them, costodiaphragmatic recess behind the diaphragm, 12th rib only on the right side, whereas both 11 and 12th ribs on the left side. In the lower part, on the posterior aspect, from medial to lateral, the relations are psoas major and minor muscles with their fascia, quadratus lumborum with anterior layer of lumbar fascia, transversus abdominis with fascia transversalis. And from above downwards, they are subcostal vein artery nerve, iliohypogastric nerve, ilioinguinal nerve, 4th lumbar artery only on the right side. Now coming to the medial border. The medial upper and lateral lower parts are convex. The intermediate part is concave and is called the hilum of the kidney. The lateral border on the right side, it is in relation to the right lobe of the liver. On the left side, upper part is related to the spleen and lower part to the descending colon. In this regard, we need to describe the renal angle or the kidney angle. It is the angle between the 12th rib and the lateral border of the erector spinae muscle. This angle represents the point of maximum tenderness in kidney diseases. A brief description of the structures passing through the hilum. The structures that are going in are the branches of the renal artery, sympathetic plexus, capsule and perinephric fat, whereas the structures which are coming out are tributaries of renal vein, lymph vessels, pelvis of the ureter. But one thing that needs to be kept in mind is that the relation at the hilum is vein, artery, ureter from anterior to posterior.